Yep, thank you. So, welcome everyone. Today is, for me, Friday, December 29th. For many of you, it may be Thursday, December 28th. This is the fortnightly SIG etcd community meeting. My name is James. I'm an etcd reviewer. I think everyone knows me here, but that's all right. Just for the recording. And we've got a few topics on the agenda, but today is probably going to be a pretty short call, given it is the holidays and most people are away doing things. So first up, very quickly, we had a topic from Ala Dewberry, who isn't on the call, but maybe they will join a little bit later. There was a topic just on the etcd security assessment, and I was a little bit unsure whether it was the one that was discussed recently or whether there was something else happening. Anyway, there is a link through the in-progress security assessment for etcd in the Google Doc. If anyone hasn't had a read of that, maybe just go and have a quick skim through and make sure you're happy with that, because it's in progress right now. And if you've got any questions, there's a bit of discussion about this in some of the recent meeting recordings. So we'll park that one for now. Next was just a very quick check-in for KubeCon Europe for next year. The ContraFest session has been submitted, so that's in progress. And Sharath, you're on the call. Yeah, Wijia, Sarathius, and Sharath are co-hosts with me on that. You should have an invite. Can I check, Sharath? Yeah, cool.
I got it today. I'll fill it in. So.
Thank you. Yeah, so I think we can kind of finalize who's going to run the session a little bit later on, but just try and add some details to that for yourself and make sure you can get that finished off. The next was a question. I don't know
So
if we've got a track submitted.
Wenja has already submitted one talk.
Yes.
For the maintainer track?
Yeah,
for the maintainer track, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that's actually done. Okay, done.
A question for the ContraFest. I recall the ContraFest is not guaranteed to be accepted. Have we got confirmation?
It's probably we won't get it. So the last two KubeCons, we've been lucky to get a ContraFest. This time around, it's not guaranteed. We will probably find out in, I don't know, about a month's time if we have got it.
Okay. Yeah.
The only other one I wanted to check was the booth, just because I don't know how we actually process-wise request it. Do you know, Benjamin, if like Marek or someone or Wenjia have actually marked us down for a booth?
No, I don't know. I don't know any information about that. Probably you can double check with Wenjia offline.
Yeah. Okay. All good. And then the last bit for this topic is just a quick heads up. We've got some time for this, but there is like a 1-minute video that we would want to do before the 25th of Jan to get that submitted. So this will play to the entire conference during the opening morning of keynotes. And the last one was Wenjia did. It was awesome. It was really, really good. It was a great update. So somewhere in the next few weeks, we'll need to note down like a few bullet points and put together like the 60 seconds of video. But we'll come back to that. Then next topic. And actually last one on the doc. If anyone has anything they would want to raise for the session, just very quickly, anyone that has signed up for the etcd dev mailing list, on Google Groups, will have access to add their own topics to this doc. But the last one I've got there is a very quick heads up for a PR I raised earlier today, proposing that etcd adopts the Kubernetes issue prioritization labels. So this has been something I've been meaning to raise for like a few months now, and finally got around to it. I'll bring it up for a moment. So long story short, etcd currently only has one priority label, just priority important. We do have a roadmap with some additional priorities kind of spelled out, like P0, P1, P2, but there's no labels for those and it's a little bit bespoke. So what this PR does is to propose that we adopt the, I think it's 5 Kubernetes priority labels. You can have a read about them here. There's a link through to how Kubernetes does it. And yeah, feedback welcome, team. So it's just a proposal. Let me know what you think. If you've got any thoughts, leave a comment. Other than that, that's all we have on the agenda so far, team. So if anyone else has anything they want to highlight or introduce, we have heaps of time. Go for it.
I wanted to bring a topic. I logged out of my Google account, so I couldn't edit the document. But so we have ARM builds enabled in bvault and etcd. Should we do the same for Raft? Or is there a particular reason why Raft doesn't have ARM builds?
That's a good question, and one I just haven't even looked at historically. Benjamin, do you know any background on the workflows for Raft?
Yeah, I think it's okay. Raft is, from my understanding, Raft is platform independent library, so it doesn't care about the platform. But etcd depend on both Raft and both DB. Both DB depend on the underlying platform. Underlying platform matter is important, but for Raft, the underlying platform isn't important. But it's okay if you want to add more workflow on the ARM. It's okay. Feel free to use the PR, but it isn't a big deal to me.
Yeah, I think it's like a nice to have.
Yeah,
we have just done like all that work for bbolt and for etcd moving to the new like the managed runners and stuff. So we've kind of got all that fresh in mind right now. If you wanted to raise it, Ivan, go for it, because it would be a nice to have.
Okay, I'll raise a PR then.
Awesome. Okay, did we have any other topics for today, team? I did see, Suan, you just raised the docs PR for LiveZ ReadyZ. So if anyone is interested in about the new kind of design for that, maybe go and have a look through that and see how that can be implemented or used.
Hi, I'm really new to this. I want to start doing open source, like contributing. I just started like my journey and I learned Go already. I did look through like how do you start contributing, and is it the best place right now for me is to start picking up a commit in the website repo for the AD-CD.
Welcome, Jin. Yeah, so it's awesome to have you here. We're certainly very, very keen to get some new contributors. We'd love to have you on board. etcd is a huge project. There is a lot to learn. So the etcd website repo is a great place to start. I know we have a couple of good first issues sitting over there that are open. They're very straightforward. If you just wanted to get a couple of like simple PRs opened and merged and just get a little bit of practice. After those, you probably want to keep an eye out for good first issues for etcd or bbolt or possibly Raft, but they're less frequent. And if you see anything labeled good first issue, it's a good thing to pick up. And if you have any questions, you can just leave them in the issue as you go, and the team here will help out as you go. Great to have you here, Jen.
Nice, thanks. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep my eye on good first issue. wow, on that, I'm gonna actually try to understand like the whole repo for the. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And yeah, look, take your time. It's a huge, it's a big project. Lots to understand. So don't try and rush it. Yeah. Okay. Any other topics, team?
Yeah,
Benjamin.
Yeah, I just added to item at the bottom of the list. The first one, can you open the first one? Yeah, this is a long-standing
yes.
issue. Yeah, this is a long-standing issue. The issue has already been resolved on the main branch, but we need to backport to the 3.4 and the 3.5. Yeah, I think this is, this is a hard issue, but you just need to backport. So it's much easier to do. So I think it's a good first issue for the new contributor.
Agree. Yeah, actually. So this is a good one to highlight.
Just to be clear, this issue, we have short-term plan and the long-term plan. For the short-term plan, is a simple fix because we need to backport to the 3.4 and the 3.5. We need to make sure they fixed as simple as possible, as stable as possible. So yeah, this short-term plan is already resolved. For the long-term plan, is still not finalized yet because it needs more discussion, but it's a separate topic. So in short, we need to backport to 3.4 and 3.5 for now. So if
Thanks for
anyone is
highlighting
interested,
this one.
reach out to me offline. Yeah.
Yeah, just very quickly, June, have you does the concept of backport make sense to you? Is that something that you've come across before?
A bit of no, but off the top of my head, no, but yeah, is there
Okay.
resources for me to like read through to get a deeper understanding on that?
I'll just give you a quick overview. So what we mean when we say backport is essentially that we've got a pull request that's already merged on the etcd development like main branch, and we just need to actually replicate that change back to one of the etcd stable release branches. So that's at the moment that's release 3.5 and release 3.4. So if we look at this example Benjamin's just raised, so we've got an issue here that refers to a pull request. This is already merged and it's merged into our main branch. What we would have to do is just basically clone down the repo, check out the release 3.5 branch, maybe create a new branch off that so we can name it something nice, and then we would go through and replicate these changes into that release 3.5 branch before pushing it back up and opening a pull request. So that's what we mean by a backport. And these are another kind of, like as Benjamin was saying, a nice way to kind of start because they're pretty straightforward. You're just taking some changes that have already been committed and getting them to copy across to the release 3.5 or 3.4 branches. Yeah. Benjamin, there was a second one.
Yeah, the second one is, is very it's not easy to understand because it's the etcd supports etcd support user can put or delete, can update or delete key value date, but etcd use the MVCC on the key space, which means on the key space there's no delete at all. Each time a user delete a key value, etcd just put a new revision of the key value and mark the record as tombstone. So in short, on the key space, there's no delete at all. Each delete is transferred to a put. But on other bucket, on other space, for example, the membership, the config change, or the roles or user, there's no MVCC, so it delete is delete. But on the etcd, when the due to the performance concern, so etcd doesn't commit both transaction on each request. Instead, etcd commit the transaction periodically. The by default is 100 milliseconds. So if for example, you need a request, etcd remove a membership, remove a member from the cluster. but the data may not be flushed to the disk, may not be committed to the BodyDB. When the LCD receives the next membership request, so it may read the stale data. This is root cause. But anyway, this is not easy to understand. So if anyone is interested in this topic, in this issue, I please read the root cause section. Can you scroll up the root cause section. The root cause, there are 3 links. You can read the 3 links to get more details of the root cause. Yeah, we have the proposal, the solution, can go through this solution. We have already reproduced this issue with unit test. So and also E2E test. So the proposal is to add E2E test for the user or roles to reproduce the issue in the first step. For example, in the first step, you create a user, and the second step, you remove the user and add again. So when you add again, you may receive already exist issue because the previous delete may not be synced to the disk. Yeah. Anyway, the first step is add a case to reproduce the issue, and the second step is cherry pick the unit test from the PR. Yeah. And the third step is apply the proposal to make sure it fixes the issue. Yeah, anyway, these are 3 steps. So anyone is interested, you can reach out to me offline in Slack.
Thanks, Benjamin. Yeah, that's a good walkthrough. And just to highlight, so this is a help wanted issue. So it's sort of like a step above the good first issues, a little bit more complex, take a little bit longer to work through. But again, it's something that the project we definitely need some help with, and we'd love someone to pick that up and work through it. And if you have any questions, you can leave them as comments as you go in the issue, or reach out to Benjamin or whoever has raised the relevant issue in Kubernetes Slack as you go. So there we go, team. Let me jump back and check. I think that is us for this session. Give it a moment in case.
I think regarding that last issue, so I was looking at it. It seems like a little bit daunting, very complex. But I saw that in the pull request, yes, someone, I think Sivan that it's here, she actually commented that she wanted to work on it. So I don't know if she still wants to work on it, or maybe I can also take a stab, but sounds like very complex.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in working on it. I think with Benjamin regarding like what's left to be done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah. So maybe, should I assign you, Sivan?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, team. So yeah, that is us for the session. We still have about 10 minutes, but I think we've kind of covered everything for today. So I hope everyone has a wonderful new year very shortly, and we will be back in a week's time for an etcd triage meeting. So that's another good place to kind of pick up some new issues and some things that need attention. We will see you all then. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks, team. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.